Hello, you beautiful human beings. Welcome back to my Raid Shadow Legends channel where we play Raid on the daily and hope for the best. We're going to be doing something a little controversial today, and that is empowering my champions. Before you guys say anything, no, I don't have all of my faction guardians filled out except for the epic Ogun tribes and then a selective few for the rare ones on the other factions. Personally, I think it's going to be a-okay for the certain champions that I am going to be empowering. Like, it's not the end of the world, and you know what? I think that it might give me more benefit than not. We'll get more champions at the end of the day, and it's not like I'm just nuking my entire roster. Or am I? Be sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button if you do end up enjoying the content or sticking around for a while. My Twitch streams have been non-existent nowadays, but I just started streaming on kick.com on the daily, or at least Monday through Friday, early mornings. So if you're interested in hanging out with me just for a couple hours, be sure to check that out. If you're looking for a fun, fresh start in Raid Shadow Legends or a completely new player, consider downloading Raid with my link for a really strong start. With my link, you'll start out with Corrado, Ugo, Fane, and Vergus, plus whatever legendary champion you end up wanting to use with a promo code exclusive for new accounts. Here's a quick guide on how to do that. First, if you're on mobile, uninstall Raid Shadow Legends. If you're on PC playing on the Plarium Play, just log out of your account. Click on my download link for Raid Shadow Legends. Go through all the new user prompts on the Plarium site while using a new email and password. After reinstalling or logging into your new account, you can find Corrado in your inbox after the tutorial and the other 3 epic champions once you've hit those levels. Scroll down in my description for more promo codes. During my latest YouTube live stream on Raid, we learned that you cannot summon Demarsa and Cronam. They are specifically and exclusively only available in the referrals here. As far as I can tell, most of us are creating our own referral accounts or getting existing players to help us out with this. It's quite a bummer how difficult it is. I mean, I guess if you're running multi-instances and on top of the dailies, spending all of your energy in campaign, it's not that bad, but 6 accounts to 50 is tedious. I've even thought about picking up these referrals just to get the last 3 sacreds and the Cronam skin. The Cronam skin is pretty dang sick. He just looks so grouchy in his base skin, you know, and he doesn't look like he brushes his hair at all. So at least this one, he looks more well put together. Also, there is a Demarsa skin you can get from this, a little showy, but it's fine because it's about the same amount of skin being shown anyways on her first one. She gives off the more dominant vibes, I guess, with this skin. I'm all for it. But like, what the heck is this? Look, it says get more rewards based on your friend's activity plus their progress after they reach level 51. I'm just wondering what actually contributes to these points afterwards, because if it's not that bad, I might go ahead and just pick up these accounts. Like I said, originally it wasn't me that solely worked on these referral accounts. I was blessed to have some community members help me out with this, so thank you. Huge shout outs to Undermine out there helping me with this, getting Cronam early on. Well, not early, but I got him pretty dang quick. The better your champions look, the more damage they do, am I right? Empowered champions. The 2 champions that I'm thinking about empowering is Cronam and Demarsa. I've been enjoying the pair in a lot of content, and I need to make them a bit stronger. Luckily enough, I got Alton pretty dang early on. I was pretty bummed out about it when I originally got him, but hey, now he can be used to empower Cronam, which I do and have invested a lot in. Feeding my Alton in, we get plus 10% HP, defense, more resistance, accuracy, and attack. Yes, confirm. There's no going back after this. What else? Then Demarsa. I only have 1 copy of this. I think this is Maeve, right? Give Demarsa. Yes, confirm. No going back. Oh my gosh, I'm prepared to get yelled at in the comment section. We have a crap ton more copies of Ugo, Skull Crusher. Like if I wanted to, I could make Skull Crusher +2. But the reason why I'm stopping myself from doing that at the moment is because it gives him +5 speed, and this will screw up my speed tune for Demon Lord. So eventually when I end up revamping my Demon Lord team and making them all faster to do more damage, I'll put this in. The other thing is Ugo. I have a ton of copies of her. I could afford making 2 Ugos +1, especially when it comes to Hydra having the multi-teams. That's in the future though. The Ogre Faction Guardians is filled out for me when it comes to the epics. Rector Drath, eventually I'll feed that into, but I don't have that one as filled out as I'd like. Plus, I use Miscreated Monster and Rector Drath. I'm trying to think of other Knights Revenants that I use that are epics. Don't use Magnar enough to empower him. Plus, I don't think there are any other demon spawn that are epics that I use anyways. So that, I'm just gonna leave it as is. While we're at it, Cronam, I fixed up his gear a little bit. I was a bit silly and just focused on accuracy, speed, and attack. He was extremely squishy. He still is extremely squishy, but we switched things around a little bit, got a bunch more accuracy on him, a bit more resistance, HP, and defense, as well as speed. We made him much faster. It's just, I feel like he's still on the squishy side. And I'll wait for a better banner too. Right now, there's only a resistance one. Previously, we had this revenge banner on him that had 17 speed, flat defense, and attack as the main stat. So I switched it around to this pinpoint one to give us a little extra oomph for survivability. And it's not that bad anyways, not too much big of a difference with the speed. Eventually, I'd like to replace his amulet as well for something that will help him survive a bit more. It could be defense or HP, it doesn't matter. This is what my Demarsa looks like at the moment. Nearly 70,000 HP, a good amount of defense, just around 3,100. All right, what we're going to do is bring the duo into some campaign. I honestly had never thought about bringing both Demarsa and Cronam into campaign. It's probably not the best idea because Cronium, he doesn't really do too much damage like that. He shines more on the boss runs, but this is a boss run right here. Unfortunately, there are just 3 waves though, so it's gonna take us a little bit more time. Haven't been able to complete Nightmare 7-7, the boss. Well, I have been able to complete it, it's just not 3 stars. So originally we were running Tholan and Alice. Well, but even before that, it was Battle and Alice. Battle still isn't as tanky as I'd like him to be, or speedy either. He's sort of locked into what he's got right now for speed tuned in Demon Lord. So we'll just play around with this, try to get through stage 7-7 of Nightmare in the campaign and get my last bit of the rewards. I'd love to be able to keep on continuing with the campaigns because I also got a little stuck after stage 7. I'm pretty sure I'm only on 8-3 and my team just struggled to survive. But I don't think we're gonna bring in Cronam for that bit, like the waves, and we'll just bring him in for the bosses because he definitely chunks the bosses more than anything. To be honest with you, all of these guys are really tanky, so it's working. He's got way more accuracy now, so he's hitting all of the champions, thank goodness. Before he was around like 200 or so accuracy, now he's above 400. Still not enough. We need more. We need more juice. Oh god. See, I just revamped my Cronam, but he still seems a little too squishy. Eventually, we'll be swapping out his amulet for a more protective one instead of attack. I just thought that since he was an attack champion, he would need some attack anywho, knowing that I don't really need too much like crit rate or crit damage anyways. Like, it's more important that he hits his debuffs than anything. There we go. All right, this is where you shine, Cronam. I'm expecting you to absolutely delete this boss. Okay, where are the HP burns? Hello? He's just straight up smacking him with his dual swords. Oh no, I'm not able to hit him with the HP burn, so what's the point? Okay, there we go. There we go. Now he's starting to burn. Perfecto. Although he's about to die. It's okay though, he's gonna self-revive, so we are good to go. I didn't do this before with both of my champions alive, so glad to see it. It worked out. Did empowering my 2 champions do too much or make too much of a difference? You know, I feel like it did. It definitely contributed to this. Do I have regrets? Absolutely not. So with these, we were still running Alice and Tholen. Don't think they have enough survivability to be able to both live anyways. I will give it a run and see if it works out or not. If it doesn't, we might do Demarsa and Alice or Demarsa and Tholen. Both of these champions do quite a bit of damage, but I have noticed that Alice does a bit more in campaign than Tholen does. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and attack the main Santa Claus guy. So far, so good. Oh boy. Okay, never mind. I take it back. So far, not good. Alice only did around 180,000 damage and Tholen did above 500,000. So let's try this. Tholen and Demarsa. And we'll put Demarsa as the lead instead of Tholen. I mean, it's probably smarter if I did do Tholen instead for that extra attack percent, but I also don't really want them to die either. She might take a little bit longer trying to revive him or whatever, you know. What if he just gets revived and gets deleted right away? This seems a lot better already. Plus, Demarsa has her, I think it's her passive, where she can decrease or has a chance to decrease an ally's skill cooldown, I believe. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is loads better. Holy crap. Wait, she just boosted herself. I mean, I guess that's not awful. Ow! No! Tholen, don't die! Please. No, he died. Okay. Revive? Demarsa, I believe in you. There, okay, hopefully Tholen doesn't die again. Good, she's got big heals. Okay, this might be the way to go from now on for my campaign runs. See, too bad. I was focusing on getting Tholen a lot of attack, getting him a lot of crit rate and decent amount of crit damage. We don't have his gloves maxed out yet. If only he had like a lifesteal set of some sort, then maybe he'll be able to stay up a bit longer. What set do you guys use on your Tholen? I mean, I have Savage on my Alice, though, ignoring 25% of the enemy's defense. At some point in time, we could consider swapping Alice's gear to Tholen's if I really wanted to, and give Alice the mix match stuff. Because look at this, Alice is so much more well built out. She just doesn't have as much attack, but way more crit damage, way more accuracy, and a good bit of crit rate, 100%. I had to fix her up recently since she was only sitting at 70% or so and had a buttload of crit damage. But for what if she can't crit? We'll continue on to stage 4 just to make sure that this will carry me for a little bit here. What do you guys think? Should I just leave Tholen in the lead? I just don't want him to get attacked as often because you see Demarsa is getting targeted here, and if Tholen was in the lead, he would have already died, but he did die anyways. That is not great. Dude, what is that? Is that Relic Keeper? He did so much damage. Oh my gosh, and they had the unkillable buff, I believe, and he just whacked him. The triple whack. Oh yes, he is putting in work because he's already ignoring defense right now with the, is it the Cruel set that I have on him as well? There we go. Oh gosh, he might die here. Yeah, she should have her revive up. We are a-okay. Wait, don't attack him. Nice. Uh-oh. There we go. Wait, he just revived himself and has an unkillable buff. Oh, so it was that. So Tholan has an ability that just ignores that. The unkillable buff, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check so that I'm not just spitting out nonsense. For his A3, for each critical hit landed on the first hit, increases the damage dealt on the second hit by 10% and will ignore unkillable and shield buffs. It's like we planned for this. Please consider downloading Raid if you haven't already or looking for a fresh start. With my link down below, you'll get a solid start to the game. Corrado after the tutorial, Ugo at level 10, Fane at level 20, and Vergus at level 30. This will also give you an opportunity to use a promo code for a legendary champion, and I'll leave those codes down below. Thank you so much for listening to me yap while playing some Raid. Hopefully we didn't make some mistakes that we will be regretting for the rest of our lives. I'm just kidding. We're here for a good time and a long time. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.